Welcome back, guys. Guess what we're talking about today? The MP3 player. Yes. I think we all had them, at least people who are about my age, who were born in the 90s, have had an MP3 player. Or a cassette player. Or a CD player. Or if you're in my case, all three. The MP3 player came out in 1998. The very first MP3 player was called the MP Man F10. It was made by Elgar Labs. Most people get this one confused with the Diamond Rio. The reason is, the MP Man, the very first MP3 player, the MP Man, was built in South Korea. The Diamond Rio was built in California. So you can see the mix up there. But the MP Man is the true, very first MP3 player. Now, if you didn't know, these cost about $250. $250. That's about how much it costs to almost buy an iPod Touch, fifth generation, 32 gigabyte. Yeah, but yeah, that was definitely expensive for that time. And now we go to 1999. The Remote Solutions Personal Jukebox was released at another extreme price of $799 for 4.8 gigabytes. Now remember, at this time, 1 megabyte of memory cost about $3 to $4. Just to think about the next time you guys buy a gadget, things used to be way more expensive. 5 gigabytes. About 5 gigabytes for $800. That is ridiculous. For $800 you could buy a really nice laptop, and I can tell you it has way more than 5 gigabytes of a solid state memory. Now we're at the good old year of 2000. A hard drive based MP3 player was released. No, not the iPod. The Creative Nomad Jukebox. It cost $500. And it had 6 gigabytes of memory, because flash memory costs more than hard disk memory, so it was a very little bit more expensive. $500 is a lot for 6 gigabytes. Then in 2001, Intel joined the game with the Pocket Concert, and it had 128 megabytes of memory, but Intel killed it later that year. Then, the MP3 player that changed the game and was an underdog move. Now remember, Apple at this time was not the company it is now. When Steve Jobs left, Apple was starting to go under. It wasn't good. People really didn't buy Apple products, thought they were too expensive. It was falling apart for Apple. But this was what saved Apple. The iPod Classic, was released in October of 2001 with 5 gigabytes of memory. It had a hard drive for $400. Now if you noticed, $400 was cheaper than the last gens. So not only was Apple for the very first time being competitive in a competitive market, it was also a deal. It was a really good deal. It brought them back to life. And along with iTunes coming, I think about a year or two later, the iPod became mainstream. Also, I did not know this till a little bit a while ago, the iPod earbuds were white, and that was used for marketing in their commercials. If you notice on the iTunes cards, you see the people with the white earbuds. That was a marketing stunt. It was like advertising. People who had white earbuds were advertising for Apple. And then Arcos joined the game in 2002. It was the first MP3 player to play videos and cost $400 with the option of 10 to 20 gigabytes of memory. Now let's fast forward a bit to 2006. This is the golden age of MP3 players because of the release of the iPhone and the iPod. In 2006, the Zune comes, and they compete with the Apple iTunes Store as well. And then in 2007, was the golden days of the MP3 player. This led into the iPod Touch, the iPhone, and then the smartphones came later on. The iPod Touch cost $400, and 16 gigabytes of memory. And then in 2008, the SanDisk Fuse came out, and the Sony Walkman MP3 players, and then micro SD card slots became mainstream. But then by 2009, the MP3 player started to dying away, and the smartphone came to the head of the mobile devices. The best simple MP3 player, in my opinion, was always the SanDisk Clip Plus. I still have that thing running. But the smartphone kind of took over for the MP3 player, which in some cases is a good thing. One thing I like the smartphone over the MP3 player is Google Play Music. Google Play Music's nice. I can rip the CD out of my computer, like I just went and bought it or something like that, or maybe I downloaded it off iTunes, which I have before, and I could just upload it to the internet, to the Google Play Music server, and I can stream it on all my devices. I don't even have to download it. Now, if I want to, I can. The only thing I do not like about doing that is it only lets me play it on 5 devices at once. Now, I can understand why they do that. They do that for piracy reasons. People, hanging up with their friends on their music library and such. But if you live in a big family like I do, it can be a little bit of a hassle. So I still prefer the original MP3 player, the SanDisk Clip Plus. I also have a Sansa E200. Thanks for watching. Please tell me your thoughts down below in the comments if you guys have any advice or any other ideas you guys would like me to put in future episodes. I have a Google Plus page for this channel now, so you guys can follow me. I'll have all of the information about the channel, going through that hub, everything I do regarding YouTube will be there. And also, please subscribe. That helps out a lot. We're coming up to the 1-year anniversary of this channel. As of, I believe, February 2nd, I would have been on this channel for a year. And we have almost 35,000 views. So thank you guys. I didn't think it would be this big as it is now. Also, some of you may know, I am now a YouTube partner. So that's kind of cool. Well, thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.